You're in a relationship that you know deep down isn't working. You're thinking about leaving, about starting over. But then a second, much colder question comes along. Can you actually afford it? Before you make one of the biggest decisions in your life, you need to understand the financial reality of starting over. Now, this isn't legal advice by no means, but it is a true, raw and real look at the numbers that you must do before even considering leaving your partner. You will lose half of everything, more than likely. And it's not always the obvious things. Yes, you'll lose half the money in the account. Yes, you'll lose half the money in your savings, half the money in the house. Everything gets divided. But did you also realise you'll lose half your retirement, half your 401k, half your investments? Everything is up to grabs. That Rolex watch you have, half of that. Everything. I have a family relative who just went through a divorce not too long ago, and it went down to basically even his individual possessions. So you need to take all those facts, consider the consequences, and consider the price. If you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. It really does help. I can't emphasize enough how much of a change it's going to be. You think you know what's going to happen. You might think you're prepared for it. But I can assure you that you will not be prepared for everything. There will be things that will come up and surprise you. You may have to make alimony payments, provide health care for your children if you're still with children at a younger age. There's going to be a huge financial burden put upon you, and that's just a fact. Now, I'm not going to go into the politics of what is right and what is wrong. I'm just stating to you the facts as they stand today. And you have to take all these things into consideration. It's absolutely crucial. Now, in an earlier video, I clearly said that if both of you are in an unhappy relationship, then you both have to get out of it. It's not worth it. Life is not a rehearsal. But you have to understand the costs too. Now, I got divorced quite a few years ago now. Luckily, between my ex-wife and I, things were extremely amicable. She didn't come chasing after half of everything that I had, basically because I didn't have much at all, and neither did she. So it was an amicable, easy divorce. There was no issues. And maybe you'll be lucky. Maybe you could have a similar situation. But I would say probably for the most part, for most couples, it won't be like that at all. Because when a separation comes in, no matter how nice you are to each other at the beginning, more often than not, it gets dirty. It gets horrible and nasty, and you need to be aware of that ahead of time. The financial aspect shouldn't be the deciding factor. It's your life, your happiness, your spouse's happiness, even the children if there are young children involved, more so if there's young children involved. But the reality of what is going to happen, should you get a divorce, you need to understand that fully ahead of time so that you're in control. You may find that friends of you and your spouse, your common friends, may take sides, prefer one person over the other. So you may lose friends through it. It could cause a fracture in your own families. Psychologically, it will be a drain. It will be an adjustment. But you have to be prepared for all of these things ahead of time. You don't want them to come at you as a surprise. On the flip side, if you and your partner feel you can work it out, then by all means try and stay together. And that's certainly a conversation that you should both have. And maybe, in fact, when you start that conversation with your partner about a possible separation, maybe bring that up first and keep the separation in your back pocket. But that is a conversation that you'll want to have. And maybe start with a check-in, see how things are, see how your partner feels, tell your partner how you feel. And then if the conversation goes down that road, where separation comes into it, you'll be better prepared. I have a number of free PDFs linked in the description below, covering scam alerts, what to do if you should lose your job, and also the reinvention guide after 50. The free PDFs, just look in the link in the description below. Now, on Monday's video, I'm going to talk over a few points about how you can maybe prepare yourself better before making such a decision. So I'll see you then. Cheers.